Hey YouTube, this is Russian Tortoise here, and today's video is gonna be about substrate depth for Russian tortoises. Now, as you can see, my tortoise is nowhere in its cage. It actually is in its little hut, and it kind of buried itself as far as it could in the substrate. But when you back up, you can see that my substrate really isn't deep enough for that. Now, I realized that, and I want to change that, but first of all, I'm going to tell you a bit about Russian tortoises digging and burying themselves in the ground. In nature, in the wild, Russian tortoises dig a hole to escape from the heat because it's cooler underground. So if it gets really hot over some of the summer months, they dig themselves a hole and stay down there for a couple of weeks just to let the worst of the heat pass. They also dig themselves a hole to hibernate. So they dig a hole again. They use the substrate to their advantage, and in the winter it's the opposite. The ground, if they go deep enough, it actually stays warmer. It stays above zero, and that way they can survive. And they also go into their hole at night to sleep. So really, Russian tortoises use quite a lot of digging. They use quite a lot of substrate. They dig a lot. So I have an idea for my tortoise cage, and I want to hear you guys' opinion on it. What I want to do is kind of build a wooden box for 1/4 of the terrarium, about here to the end. So where the food bowl is to there. Just build a big wooden box and raise the substrate about halfway in that wooden box. So that way that the tortoise has 20 centimeters of substrate to bury itself in. And I would build a ramp leading up to it and put the hut on top of it. And then cover the top part here with some sort of cover, maybe like a piece of plywood, so that the tortoise can't climb out. And that way the tortoise would actually have a lot of substrate to bury herself in. And I would move the water bowl and the food bowl and everything so that it fits. But I'm gonna do a build video on that probably on the weekend if I have enough time. So yeah, just tortoises, Russian tortoises especially, need a deep substrate. The problem is if you have an aquarium like me here, or a vivarium, something that's not self-built, that doesn't really have a high rim, is not really high, you can't put a lot of substrate in, otherwise the tortoise will be able to climb over the side. So that's why I kind of just want to raise that one side. Another problem with a lot of substrate is also weight. If you put half of this thing full of sand, the table would break in. There's no way the table would support that weight. So I kind of just want to do that box over there with half the height of the aquarium, and maybe put earth in it instead of sand, because it's easier to dig in that, and it's also lighter than sand. So just that my tortoise can do what it does in the wild, just dig and sleep better. Because right now it just dug itself to a glass pane and is sitting there. So I want to make life better for my tortoise. That's what this channel is all about. So if you have any questions about why deep substrate or how I'm gonna build this, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please leave a like. Thank you for watching.